I'm on that blah with it. I'm on that blah with it. Oh. 'Cause I'm on that blah with it. I'm looking for the R's. Distinct away my hey, 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 hey. Oh, 'cause I'm on that blah with it. I'm looking for the R's. All of my carpet. Hey, 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 hey. I'm much better on my baby. I'm trying to put my mother in the brand new gray Mercedes. She been trying to save me. Think I save me. She in the cup. She stopped from the racks. Says your cat. Ooh, I like that. Bring it back at your location where you at. Bring it up, get it back. She let me know how I rap. Twinkle little star. You so good man to the stars. Say me move them bars, but. Oh, the R's, distinct away from my tongue. Want it all on my carpet. Hey, 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 I'm looking for the R's. Distinct away from my tongue. Want it all on my carpet. Hey, yeah, blah.
Tip though. High time in, panic at the disco. 762 out the Drake, I'm
hit those.
Super, let it bitch see like I'm Lisco. Words nobody, we rob a nigga to see how he go by. White plug call me like we don't promote
violence.
Promise the man say racially profile. Sound of plug music, I'm not
trying to co-sign you.
I'm trying to school niggas. Make you look on me, my pop on the shoe bitches. All the beers by they coming like who did it? Finish that chop, but this bitch came with 2 kickers. Bitch got a bush in her head, she the new sister. Turn this bitch to Armageddon on Bruce Willis. Shot a nigga off his bike, pop 2 Willis. I got a blast of that chop in the new jilly. Hey, shoot, baby, gon' score. My nigga fucked up, you get killed with the O's. I can fight the daughter like that, no single more. Go to Texas, the molly scared to leave the school. Yeah, my dog, she don't know. Hit on her bitch and then one of her sons called. She give me head, put her hand in the pub ball. Mingle my man and no kick dog and young dog. We got them lows, got peas by the boulder. She make it clap, Draco soldier. Stay in the grass, cut the head up the cobra. Bang, 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 the new Eastern motor. Nigga got hit with the 50 window shop. We put his ass on the grill, we a chicken pop. Dropped out of school, I got mad, used to hit the lock. We turned his ass to a ball, turn him in the box. I got a scope on his chopper, look in the dog. Old bitch hit me, I might have to kill a pop. We took him down for his guns, he got missing chop. Shooter with dreads, they call him the baby son. Bitch is Philly, we chopping in front of pop.
And then me throwing my camera on. And then down to the lyrics plus. So you get no drink along, big and long, big and long, big and long. You throw me off, bro. Man, all y'all niggas be throwing me off, bro. All y'all niggas be throwing me off. But that's besides the point, yo. Yo, welcome back to the channel, my kings. Get y'all a crown, get some popcorn, enjoy the show. Sweat. Oh shit. I have low stamina. That shit. I was already out of breath out the first 10 seconds of the song, bro. That's sad, I know. I was out of breath on the first 10 seconds of the first song. So today we talking about the first time I smoked weed. You know that. Next to you? Or, no, not or. And first time I got caught smoking weed. Bro, it's like it probably broke down a little bit. But the way how I got caught, yo, it'll leave y'all speechless, honestly. It'll leave y'all speechless. So first thing we're talking about is how it's the first time I smoked weed before. The first time I smoked weed. So basically what happened was, it was me, Collins, I know it was Collins and Jeffries. No, it was Collins, me. I think it was just Collins and me. It was just Collins and I. No. It was Collins, me, and Jason. Yeah, there's other people too, but I'm not gonna disclose their names. But basically, what happened was having a brain fart. I've always grown up taught to not like marijuana. Basically, I was always taught that. I was a young kid. I went to a private Christian school down in Laurel, Maryland, and it was a private Christian school, and the rumors don't lie.
They breed bitches, bruh. Basically what happened was, yeah, I forgot where I left off. My camera turned off. Sorry about that. So basically, so we would always just hang out, chill in the house, real. And then they'll always say, Marvin, we'll be right back to go smoke real quick. I say, alright, cool, go ahead. They'll always ask me if I wanted to join. Be like, nah, I'm cool, bro, I'm cool. They would straight force me to do that shit. They would beat the fuck out of me. I'm playing, bro. But it was not forceful. Or was it? It wasn't. Basically what happened was, they would always ask me if I wanted to smoke weed. I always say no. They'd be, alright, cool. So they'll go smoke, come back. But little did I know that they was going out an hour later to smoke again. And then they ended up trying to talk me into it. They talking about, yo, Marvin, come on, bro. Yo, just one hit, you gonna love it, bro. You gonna love it. I'm always like, nah, yo, nah. Because I was always terrified of this shit. Like, I was terrified of weed, bro. I was terrified of this shit. But yeah, they've been talking me into it. It took about an hour of a discussion just at least get me to think about it. Just even think about it. It took like an hour. Like an hour of their time, my time. And then I thought about it for a little bit. They said, and I decided to give it a try. So they all excited and shit, jumping up and down, jumping out the windows and shit. Well, in my head they was jumping out the windows, but they wasn't. It was like they was excited like shit. It was like excited. So basically, they started rolling up like shit. I'm just sitting there looking at it, just fear in my eyes, just like it was as if I saw. It's as if I went back in time. And then I saw the slave master. And then like I just know some shit about to go down. That's the type of fear I saw in my head. That's the type of fear that I felt when I first saw the weed. Basically. So we go outside. Keep in mind this is in December, I think. No, it's in like November, early December or some shit. I'm not sure, it was just fucking cold outside. It was just fucking cold outside. And the thing is, I didn't have a jacket on me. I only had a hoodie, so I was freezing. So we go outside to this little garage, right? And then it's called like the first. No, first we're doing this we're not doing this in a bong or like sheets or Rellos. We're doing this out of a water bottle. No, like a Gatorade bottle. So basically, basically, it's called. I don't know what it's called. We just call it basically call it the bottle. But I think it's called like a bottle bong. Hang on. See if I can find this. Here we go. It goes into something like this. Like this. That's what it's gonna look like, pretty much. You know, get this right for y'all. Shit. I can't get it for y'all, but basically that's what it was. So it was a dirty ass bottle too. I don't know how the fuck we was smoking out of that shit. But basically, it was Collins first. He takes the hit. He does it with ease. Then it's Jason. He does it with ease. I'm just standing there. They pass it to me. I reach out my hand. I stop. I'm thinking to myself, you really want to do this shit? But y'all know us teens and shit. Our fucking mentalities, our fuck it levels, are just. Or there's a level to it. You're a kid. You're down here. You want to go against the rules. I mean, no. You want to go with the rules, right? Always follow the rules and shit. Then you get your middle school age. Your middle schools. That's basically your. It's basically like your fucking levels are training you to not give a fuck. They're training you. It's like you're skeptical about it, but you're just like, what's the worst that can happen? And then there's your teenage years. Your fucking levels have peaked. No, not peaked. But they've evolved, right? Then there's college. You could die for all you care, but you won't give a shit. You won't give a fuck, nigga. You don't care, yo. So basically, I was in high school, so my fucking levels were there now. So I just say, fuck it, let's go. I take the first hit. Wasn't even a hit, bro. I just inhaled, exhaled. I didn't even take it into my lungs like shit. And they get mad at me like, yo, why the fuck you wasting the weed, bruh? Why you wasting this shit, bro? I'm like, yo, it's my first time, nigga, damn. So they forced, no, not forced, I won't use that word. So they made me hit it again. And this is where I knew it caught me. So they did this thing that my friend, we like to call, what was it called again? Fuck, it was I think it was called Kill Him or something like that, like Kill Him. It's basically like an army shit that you do, where you're basically like say like you're in boot camp, and then there's like hella stars yelling at you, making you do shit, all that stuff. That's basically what it is, but you're basically hitting the weed while doing it, and they're basically yelling at you, making you hit the weed. So basically, say this vape is the bottle, right? You're just hitting that shit, right? The people, no. Say you're hitting the shit, right? The people who are looking at you, they'll act like sergeants to you, and they'll say, inhale. No, don't fucking stop. Inhale, nigga. Now hold that shit in. Nigga. Hold it, nigga. For a good 50 seconds. They'll make you hold your breath for like a good minute, bro. A good ass minute. Make you suffocate on that shit. Make sure it gets all in there. And then that you exhale. Then out of nowhere, they just like, how you feeling, Marvin? My first response, instant coughing. It was instant coughing. I mean like that coronavirus, loud ass, mucus ass, fucking liquidy ass cough, bro. It was going on for like a good 2 minutes straight, because it was my first time, so my throat was killing the shit out of me. We didn't have any water on us. But the problem was, we were still going. We had like 3 other blunts left to hit out of the bottle. So I kept going on and on and on, because I didn't want to look like a bitch in front of them. And that's the boys, but I didn't want to look like a bitch in front of them. So I kept going and going and going. We finally finish. We go back home to Colin's house. We get to the basement. As soon as I hit the final step of the basement, my brain just feels like it went to a different dimension. I was just losing my shit. We was all losing our shit. We just start acting. We ended up acting like the whole basement was a club. We was just loud as shit. Jumping up and down to the music and shit. And then they finally introduced me to the munchies. That's right, I said it. The munchies, nigga. Basically, they gave me some baked Cheetos or some shit. I take the first bite out of that. I'm not gonna hold. I hate to say it, but I almost came, bro. That shit blew my fucking mind. That shit was like heaven to me. So they offered me more shit from the fridge. I said, hand all the shit over. I finished all that shit, bro. All of that shit. So we keep jumping up and down, having a party for like a good hour and a half. So and we finally cool off a little bit. We cool out. We sit down, we chilling on the couch. But then they have like a disco ball like shit, like a disco ball that they put in the fan. That had like the lights going around the room. My high ass said some dumbass shit like, yo, why the fuck? Yo, no homo, bro. No homo. Alright, though, no homo. Don't do that shit to me. Don't do that shit, yo. Yo, I'll come for your ass. So basically, what I said was, so it was like the LED, it was like the disco ball lights flying around the room, right? My dumb ass straight saying, yo, why the fuck do these lights look like sperm cells, bro? Cause it did look like that shit in the beginning. And then everyone just gets to geeking at me, bro. They just get to geeking, bro. Like they just call me gay and shit. Like nigga, you gay for that shit, bro. All I can do was laugh, bro. Cause I'm like, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't see what I see. Y'all niggas blind. Y'all niggas blind, nigga. So yeah, that's what happened. And then Actually, no, the next day actually, a little extra piece of it. The next day, me and my friend Colin, we were going to this basketball game, right? To like a Wizards game. Problem was, the next day I was still high. The crazy part, I was still high. I went home and fell asleep. I woke up, I still feel shit in my system. So we go to this basketball game, right? And at this point I'm just tired because I'm so high. So we get to our seats, right? We're watching the game. Halftime comes around, I fall asleep. And then the game starts back up. Apparently during the game, it was like the Jumbotron shit with the camera on the fans. They caught my ass asleep during the game and they put me on the Jumbotron for that shit. And Collins told me that everyone was just laughing at me, bro. But like as I woke up, everyone was just looking at me. They were like, "Y'all, you finally awake, huh?" I was like, "What you talking about?" Like everyone was just telling me, like around us in our area, everyone was just saying, "Yo, you were on the Jumbotron asleep," and I was just low key embarrassed. But yeah, basically that was my first time getting high for real. Nothing too crazy, just a little traditional first time getting high shit. But now to the juicy part. My first time getting high. So basically there are a few barriers to this one, right? So there were different ways that we got caught in this. We got caught multiple times in this one scene. Like in this one scenario. We got caught like 3 or 4 times in this one incident. Basically. But for like what I remember was that basically how they mainly caught us. No, there are 2 ways that it was not my parents who caught me. It was Colin's parents that caught me. Well, caught us, really. Basically what happened was the first time that they found how they first found out about this was that, so me and Colin, we were smoking in there's the house, his house, and there's like a little patio in the front. So we were smoking on the patio, and we go back in his house. Then I end up leaving. As I'm walking down the street, apparently his dad drove past me. And he was like, "Oh, Marvin was here." So he gets to the house, his dad gets to the house, and then he gets to the patio. All he could smell was straight gas. That's all he could smell. But he didn't say anything about it. I don't think he thought too much of it. But he knew. He knew. And then the next day came around. We was someplace, not Colin's house. We were someplace or some shit. And it was still cold outside. So Collins, he had a little container, like a smell-proof container full of weed in his jacket pocket. But when he got home, he decided to leave his house. Leave his jacket on the kitchen chair. Then the morning came around. His mom comes downstairs to go to work, and then literally his mom's words, was something just told me to look inside of his jacket pocket. So she reaches in there, looks in the pocket, and finds the blue container. But she didn't know what it was. So she goes to the car, opens it up, and the smell just smacks her. Just the, oh, damn, fuck, damn, that kind of shit. Straight smacking that shit, bro. And she gets to calling Collins, cussing him out like shit. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this? And basically, also they're African, by the way. His parents are African, so she had that thick African accent on her, which made the whole time, I wasn't there for it, but from what I can visualize, it was hard to understand. Because I'm pretty sure his mom was pissed at him. So basically what happened was, she gets home from work, his dad gets home from work. They talk to Collins about this. Of course my man wouldn't come in the bus, so he decides to say, why would I give Marvin weed? So they believed him at first, but then they decided to call me, come to the house. And I didn't know what was going on. And they already took Collins' phone, so he couldn't warn me what was going on. He couldn't warn me. And I'm guessing Jeffrey didn't know about this either yet, because he didn't call me. So I get to the house. They sit me down on the couch. They ask me how I've been smoking weed without saying a word. And then that's when they knew that that was the truth, that I haven't smoked weed. But then I see in the background behind them, I see Collins. He's just pissed at me. No, he's not pissed, but he's just like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And then his parents call my parents. They come over there, they yell at me and shit. They take me home and I get grounded for a little bit. I forgot how long, it's like a month or so. Or some shit. It was happening freshman year. But basically, his parents, how I got caught was that his parents played me. Because as I said before, Collins told them that I never smoked weed before. Because Collins told his parents I never smoked weed before. So why would he let me do that? So his parents decided to say that Collins already told us that you were smoking weed. That's why I broke down, because I thought I got caught. But apparently Collins never said that shit. So basically, his parents just played me like a game of chess, like shit, and it worked. It fucking worked. And when Collins told me that shit, my mind was just blown. I just felt hella ugly. Like that was just some bullshit to me. But it don't matter now, cause it don't fucking matter now, cause I know it's a vape. Don't say shit, yo. I know it's a vape. Don't you fucking say shit, yo. Don't be one in the comments talking about you dumbass motherfucker. That's a vape, nigga. Nigga, I know it's a vape, nigga. I don't got weed on me right now. So, but yeah, that was the story time of how I first smoked weed. You know, I got caught smoking weed. This is my first story time, so yeah, sorry it's a little bit boring. I'm gonna get better at these later on, so yeah. Well, hope y'all enjoyed the video, or at least watched the whole video. If y'all didn't, you bitch. If you did, I love you. Peace.